now that I am not being licked by the dog, welcome back to me reacting to Norwegian singers. There's lots of them. You all have apparently requested that Brett and I react together, and I react to his opinions, he reacts to mine, and such and whatever. So, Brett, you ready to go, or?
Yeah, what is in the water in Norway? Because I would like a little of that. That's all I know.
Okay, dork. So, hop.
Oh,
You didn't set up what we were going to react to. Hold up.
okay.
Okay. So, we will be reacting to Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John, performed by the one and only Norwegian prodigy, Miss Angelina Jordan. Brett, any thoughts on Elton John, the reaction before we begin?
My top maybe 10 favorite artists of all time, but this is not one of my favorite songs of his. So,
Hmm. Alrighty. Let's see. Also, there was a video right under this one, that was titled "OMG." Simon has never heard that version before. And this is why I don't watch Got Talent. Anyways.
When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land?
love this song.
I should have stayed on the farm. I should have listened to my old man. You know you can hold me forever. I didn't sign up with you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing the blues. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old out in the woods, hunting the old back out. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick road.
Okay! Wow. So, this woman can belt. Welcome to Captain Obvious. I will be your airline host today. However, I think this song in particular is a really interesting piece of Elton John's. Yellow Brick Road obviously being allusion to the Wizard of Oz. The Yellow Brick Road and the Land of Oz, symbolizing, what is in Dorothy's imagination, her escapism, um, classic allusions here. But I think something interesting about the Elton John's usage of the Wizard of Oz in particular is its role in gay culture. Now, I don't know all the lyrics. I'm not looking at them right now. But there was a lyric, I think, a little earlier in the song that I noticed, which was something about I'm not going to be, the shadow to you and your friends. And so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there might be at least an inkling of an allusion to Elton John being a gay man in this song. Uh, or it could just be about, moving forward with the hardcore versions of life and not blissful fantasy. But let's listen and see. Obviously, of course, we have the signature Angelina Jordan running like Sha'Carri Richardson, like insane runs. Of course, she always has that nuance to her voice and that sort of oaky, fresh tone. Um,
The,
let's. Oh,
the
sorry, Brett. Go ahead.
no, it's an interesting choice because it's the finals and it's America. You would think that she would want to do something outstandingly crazy to get, but she kept it slow and then all of a sudden when she hit that note, now the fans are in. So I was just gonna ask you about that decision, the song choice, and then she does not win this. So did this song choice hurt her? I was just gonna ask you those questions.
Shoot, I forgot I have face paint. Oh, no, this is the worst. Is it screwed up?
No. Oh.
Um. Anyway, so yeah, if this is the finals, at least starting like this, I can see why. Not that it is a phenomenal performance, but America does not vote on phenomenal performances alone. How was the finale formatted exactly?
So they called them auditions, but really they were performances, and then there was a middle, and then the final, which there was 10 people on the final. So, and no one really won. I don't think he won money or anything. He just won recognition for being the champion of the champions.
Who won?
2020, I think Chinlin, the like crazy amazing magician.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can totally see why. Although slow ballads like this are incredibly powerful, um did the audience vote for the winner or did the judges pick the winner?
It was the super fans.
The super fans.
Yeah.
What categorizes a super fan?
I don't know, but if me and your dad aren't super fans and we're taking so much, you actually got to go to California and you have to apply to be a super fan. Like you make the drive and then you stand in line and you fill out to make sure that you know all about the show and
So people drive to California to sign up to be able to vote for who they think is the best?
yes,
Do they get any financial compensation at all or just a voice?
just a voice, just a voice.
Is the America's Got what kind of Eminem stan level of obsessed with America's Got Talent? Are there America's Got Talent stans? Are you an America's Got Talent stan? You.
I used to be.
That's crazy to me. People drive to write down which one of singing them.
I hope they at least paid for either their gas or their flight, right? I mean, or their hotel.
America's Got Talent superfans. Please. Please, what? That's. Anyway. Tonal shift in the performance. She's really getting into it now.
Some goodbye yellow brick road where the dogs of society howl. Back to the howling old owl in the woods, hunting only by its own.
Okay, can I just talk about what was recommended there? 100 the compilation after compilation. Anyway, Britt, I'd like to hear your thoughts first.
Okay, so this is how I met Angelina Jordan. I was watching this show, and she definitely stood out to me. Um, did I see Child Prodigy? Not really, but I wasn't really, judging talent shows like I do now. I was just sitting back and enjoying it. And, you know, me as, a stupid viewer, obviously like the Bohemian Rhapsody, better. This was, you know, but it wasn't a safe choice. I feel like it was like, I mean, this is her showing everyone who she is, and if you don't like me, then don't listen to me. But this is the kind of music and the kind of arrangements that I want to do, and I think she did that, and that was her goal. So she set out to show who she is, and she was able to do that. And I thought she sung beautifully.
Okay, yeah. Don't feel ashamed for performing the Bohemian Rhapsody because I was about to say something similar. For the finale song, right? You kind of, if you want to win as a singer, you have to, in the eyes of America, you have to do something unforgettable. Unforgettable. So even though her technical skill is astounding, those runs were absolutely like chop your face off killer. She's obviously a young talent. She's obviously incredibly skilled. She obviously knows what she's doing, but another slower song, that although the tempo does not pick up, it is not your 11 o'clock number, which is a theater term that basically means, what musicals have you watched? Have you ever heard of Guys and Dolls?
I just heard of it. I know Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. Okay, so that's structured a little differently, but basically, in some musicals, once the 11th hour was upon, because people would watch musicals at night, um, there would be some number that we're almost to the resolution. We're at the falling action, but right before that, there's a number that's sort of there in the second act to wake everybody up, pretty much. So in Guys and Dolls, that's your sit down, you're rocking the boat. These crazy, theatrical, fun numbers, oftentimes big dance numbers. They're upbeat, they're up tempo. They're these mind blowing performances. You know what I'm saying? They're like the hit songs that bam, get you reinterested, basically keep you from falling asleep before the ending happens. And basically, in order to like win the finale of AGT, something slower, subtler, simpler, and beautiful like this, especially against cutthroat champions and performances that tattoo in your brain, like the phenomenal work of the magician. Um, uh, Even though it's technically perfect, um, she didn't change it up for this particular performance, and I think that was her downfall. And preferring the Bohemian Rhapsody is a valid take, and although that might have just been because it came first, um, she did a phenomenal job. Obviously, this is a great performance, and she's immensely talented. But she just wasn't gonna win with this, under the circumstances, and that's okay.
And I will say that even if it was another, it didn't emotionally really connect with me. It was more of a beautiful performance. And for me to, if I was a super fan voting, I would have wanted to been emotionally connected. But also, you know what, if she had a like a sob story, like where like then it might have emotionally connected to me. So it's not fair to someone that doesn't have a sob story and they do a beautiful performance. So, but
It's storytelling. It really is. Oh God, I'm turning into my dad. But it really is. For that final number, you've gotta change it up. You gotta. The only America's Got Talent performer that I remember watching when I was little and my mother would put it on was Puddles the Clown. He did phenomenal, slow, jazzy, postmodern jukebox versions of songs, and the reason he got eventually eliminated um, was because on that performance in which he was eliminated, he didn't add something. He didn't change it up. And that is basically the downfall of singers here. You gotta build every time, or else you're going to be forgotten. You're going to be thrown under the current. You're going to be compared to that first reaction because they're seeing it for the first time. It's like that principle in theater, the second show, Curse, which is basically the first show, you've got your nerves up. It's something new, it's something fresh, it's something exciting. And if you don't work to do just as well that second show, you're gonna end up being subpar and falling short. And unfortunately, this is what happened to Angelina Jordan. She didn't add something grand. She didn't add something to stick in your brain, and therefore she got sort of lost in the noise amongst the insane super fans who drive to California because America's Got Talent. I guess.
um, I forgot what I was gonna say, but oh yeah, thank you so much for making me feel incredibly old with the when you said I used to watch this when I was younger with my mom, and I'm so I'm thinking like wow, AGT, this must be like 2005, like, and then it's like Puddles the Clown, which was maybe like 2017, maybe 2016.
I have no concept of time, but you're old. Haha.
Oh,
um, so that is basically the tragic tale of Angelina Jordan's run on RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 2. Uh, Again, an immense talent. It really just comes down to storytelling. Thank you all for tuning in. There's probably something else that I gotta react to, so please stick around. Love you so much, super fans. Please drive to California and sign your name on a check that gives me $1,000.